What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Darian is Fishing. Today I'm out on Lake Guntersville, but as y'all may or may not know from one of my last videos, I exploded my old tricks recently, and so my boat's in the shop. I don't have a boat right now, but I'm using my Pawpaw's Red Rocket, Red Triton. This is a boat that I learned how to fish out of. Not learned how to fish, but this boat is where like I actually took my fishing from like a beginner to like next level beginner. Like still beginner, but a hustling beginner. Learned how to fish everything out of this boat. So super excited to get back in it. I'm out here by myself today. I'm gonna go I got some random, I'll show you real quick. I got a big crankbait, I got a big worm, I got another cranking rod. And over here I've got a spook, a chatterbait, a frog, a swim bait, a frog, and a punching bait. I have no clue what I'm gonna do today. I just know that I've got time, some gas in the boat. Oh, and god dang it, I have forgot my keys twice in a row. Yeah, so I got that and I got that. So let's go do this. See y'all out there on the water in just a few freaking daggum seconds. Well, as far as y'all know, I'm just now getting here. But what y'all don't know is I've been here for quite a long time and have not had one freaking bite. But I did just see me a little school over here. God, crushed it. Feels like a better one too. Not a giant. Jesus. Not a bad one. Little chunker. Turn it loose, see if I can catch another one. A lot of fish down there. God, I know one thing already is that fishing out of this boat, when you've got spot lock and you go to not having spot lock, it is not fun. There's another one. Don't get off! Don't get off! Back to back. Back to back. That is what I love about Guntersville. You can sit here in the same spot. Once you find a school, you can just sit here and make the same cast over and 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 catch them and catch them and catch them and catch them and catch them. All right, so I'm about to go super old school. Although this boat has got nice graphs, it does not have spot lock, so I can't just sit on this spot and make the same cast that I want. So I'm gonna use this marker buoy. For those of you who don't know how to use a marker buoy, it's extremely simple. It's a plastic float that's got a lead weight wrapped around it, and it's got a lot of string attached to it. So I'm just gonna toss that right there, and that weight's gonna fall to the bottom. And basically I'm marking this spot visually, just so I've got a reference point of where to sit at on this spot. So when I'm casting, I can kind of try and make the same cast over and over and over. And I'm just gonna remember to keep myself pretty close to that, whatever in the heck you call it, marker buoy. That's a big one. 3 casts in a row. And this is a grown one. God, please don't come off. It's about to jump. God, this is big. God, this is big. I mean, it ain't huge, but it's a 4-pounder. Come on, please don't come off. God! Came off in midair. How about that crap? That's why right there, why I always say, you don't waste your time on a 10XZ. You don't waste your time. You freaking hook him and you reel him in the boat. Oh, dude, this is the freaking coolest thing ever. On a 10XZ, look at that. Hey, that's him swimming back down right there. It's pretty cool. On a 10XZ, when you hook one, you don't have time to baby him. You don't got time to worry about if he's gonna jump. You freaking keep reeling, don't stop. Swing him straight in the boat. It don't matter if he's 5 pounds, 1 pound, 7 pounds, swing him in the boat. Keep him coming, keep momentum, swing him in the boat. You don't have time to baby him. Because that fish right there came off in midair. He was gonna come off regardless. If he would have jumped, he would have come off. Just go ahead and swing him in the boat. Unless you got a net. I mean, obviously if you've got a net and you've got a net man, I would try to net them. But nets are for sissies. Sissies or smart people, either one. Oh, there's another one. That's 4 casts in a row on the school. My first 4 casts too. This one feels big as well. Oh, just pulled off. Just freaking pulled off. God, that one felt good. I have no clue how it pulled off either. Literally have no clue. Literally, there was a lot of fish down there. I have no clue why they didn't bite. Caught 3. Yeah, I caught 3 in a row, and then I missed the 4th one in a row. So, head on to another spot, and yeah, we'll see you there. There's one. First cast on this school too. Oh, don't jump. Don't jump. God, that's a good one. God, don't jump. There's a good one. Woo, broke rods. Freaking like a tubbard. I don't know how big he is, but somebody mentioned to me to start weighing my fish. I'm gonna start doing that, but I always forget. And I'm not in my boat, so I don't have my scales. There's our old tubbard. That's an old good one right there, boy. There's a good one right there. That one might be close to 5, maybe 4.5. I don't know. He's an old tubbard. Turn him loose. All right. Man, I'm so weird about making the same cast again. Like I'm super weird about it. I'm sure y'all that fish out offshore are too, but not having an Ultrex is like, it's wearing me out fishing offshore. Going back from having an Ultrex or having spot lock mainly to not having spot lock is weird. Man, I like almost broke all my rods. Whoopsies. Also, this freaking Motor Guide trolling motor has the button on the wrong side, so I've been pressing it for like 100 times today and nothing happens because freaking button's on the wrong side. Kind of goes without saying, but make sure when you're big cranking, especially anything really, or even cranking in general, but especially when you're big cranking, because a lot of times you're cranking shell bars or rock piles or whatever it is, and it chews your line up. And I've been in the boat with several guys who don't retie a lot, and all the time I'm going chasing down crankbaits. Good thing is they float, so you'll make a bomb cast and it breaks off and it flies about 80 yards, but at least you can get them for the most part, unless it's real windy or something and you can't find it. But make sure you retie. Palomar knot, super quick, take you by the way, shout out to my pawpaw for having this box cutter. Only a pawpaw doesn't have cutters in the boat. He's got a damn box cutter. That's when you know you're fishing out of a pawpaw's boat. Also, my man's got all the tackle. My pawpaw has enough tackle in this boat that if he was fishing his club tournament and nobody brought tackle, nobody, my pawpaw has enough tackle in this boat to hook everybody up. I'm talking about if not one person brought tackle. They just come to Pawpaw's boat, get them 10 or 12 crankbaits, get them about 50, 60 packs of worms each. They'll be good to go. Pawpaw gonna have him some tackle. If anything happens, he's gonna be able to catch them. They start biting a Carolina rig, they start schooling on perch, they start schooling on crawfish, they get dialed in on brim, jig bite, whopper flopper. It don't matter. Pawpaw's got something for them. I mean, this boat would run like 100 miles an hour if it didn't have 4,000 pounds of tackle in it. Another thing that I do when I'm cranking is, you'll note like this, so this spot that I'm on has got a lot of rocks. So I'll be cranking and you'll notice when you hit a rock or like even a stump or something underwater, and your crankbait, when it deflects off of it, it lifts up but you're still reeling, so it lifts up high and then it kind of goes far and then back down. So I don't even know if I can explain this very well, but when you hit that rock, your bait, your crankbaits go and it hits a rock, it deflects up and keeps swimming and then goes back down. Well, it missed this entire area. And sometimes if you're reeling fast and you have a big crankbait or it's a big rock, that area that it misses could be 5 foot, it could be 10 foot, it could only be 1 foot. But what if there's a fish hiding behind that rock? So your crankbait hits it, bounces way up, and then it dives back down. What if the fish is nosed up under that rock? So a lot of times what I'll do is, when I'm cranking rocks like this, and I start feeling those rocks, instead of reeling, I'll just pull the crankbait, kind of like a Carolina rig, except you kind of got to pull it a little bit faster like this and catch up to your slack, pull a little bit faster, catch up to your slack, just like that. You can feel all those rocks on the bottom, but a lot of times you get bit doing that. And I think that is the reason why, because they're hiding behind all that crap. And if you're just burning your crankbait through it, it's deflecting good off the cover, but it's actually jumping your bait over everything. Like right now, I'm actually using the trolling motor to pull right now, but literally, you can see how slow I'm just dragging this bait. I'm just barely pulling it right now because it's hitting every single rock down there. I bet I can catch one on doing it too. And you would think you gotta have a crankbait, you gotta be burning it, but this works a ton. My bait is still on the bottom. It has not left contact, and you can see how slow I'm working it right now. Get that big crankbait down to the bottom. Then I'm just gonna pull it like this. And it's bouncing like off rocks like crazy right now. Giant. I mean, this is a freaking big and God, this is a big one, dude. God, don't jump. Just burn them in. When it's a big one like this, just burn them in. God. Freaking pissed, dude. At least he wasn't going anywhere. he got that double, triple hook situation going on. So I tell you, I promise you, you will lose less fish when you get one like that to just burn him in. Just ski him across the top of the water and freaking flip him in the boat. There's another big one, and just a freaking awesome fish. Gonna let her go. See you next one, baby. Oh. That right there is what is incredible about this lake. It's hotter than piss outside right now. Middle of... Dude, what did I hang on already? There's no way that bait made it to the bottom. It's 15 foot deep. I don't know what... I didn't hang up that. I mean, I didn't get that far down reeling. There's the weapon of choice for today. Strike King 10XD. I don't really know. I guess this is a citrus. I don't know if they call it citrus shad or what they call it, but I don't really think, I don't know. 10XD color kind of, I don't know. I use this one a lot. I use Sexy Blueback Herring a lot. I'd say I probably use this one in Sexy Blueback Herring the most. I also use that powder blue and chartreuse a pretty good bit. Well, that's gonna pretty much do it for today. Man, what an awesome day. What an awesome lake. If y'all ever have the opportunity to come to Guntersville, I really recommend you do it. It's a beautiful place. Like, there's mountains everywhere. The water's really pretty. There's grass in this lake, so it keeps the water filtered pretty good. And typically the water's got a real pretty clear green color. There is some floating grass, but you can get out in the middle if you know, swimming's your thing or whatever. You can get out in the middle and swim, or hell, the fishing obviously is extremely good. One thing, I was laughing about this earlier to myself, but I brought all these. This is my pawpaw's boat that I'm borrowing today, but all these rods that I'm using. The only Plano box I brought with me was my big cranking box. I've showed y'all this before, but I'll just show it again. Kind of how, you know, what I use. I've got several 10XDs. I do have a few 8XDs, although I don't throw them very often. Majority of what I have is 6XDs, Strike King 6XDs. So those two honestly should go over here. But I've got one Rapala. I've got one 6 cents. There's another Strike King 6XD in the bottom. And then these 6XDs go on top. And then this whole stack is Sexy Blueback Herring with rusty hooks. This is more Strike King 6XDs. Here is Rapala DT16s. And then this is another spot for DT for 10XDs. So mostly Strike King baits is my go-to. I do throw Spro, the deep, the Magnum size crankbait, the deep Little John, super deep, Little John Super DD. I throw that a pretty good bit, and I also throw the Little John DD, the regular deep diver, like a 6XD style. I throw that a lot in the winter time, and I throw it early in the spring when they first move out deep. I throw it, but anyhow, caught a lot of fish today. Actually, I did not catch a lot of fish, but I did catch several out of 2 different schools. I went fishing shallow for a while and just never had anything hitting. So I went out deep, graphed around for a little while, found a couple schools, caught some fish on the big crankbait. One of my favorite things you can do. Actually, top 3. I don't know. I love fishing out deep. Maybe top 2. Anyhow, guys, I really appreciate all the support. My page is really growing fast. I'm almost to 5,000 subscribers. Probably by the time this video airs, I might even be at 5,000. And hopefully, for all of you who watch it years down the road, this 5,000 will be a mile mark that was a while back. I am working on some really cool things right now. Some of them are going to be discount codes, pretty steep discount codes, honestly, for all of you for a couple of different things, a lot of stuff. I've got about 4 different things I'm working on right now that are huge that could help me help you guys get some of the tackle that I use and other things too. So I'm gonna keep that hush hush for now. The deals are almost done. Now I'll let you know as soon as they are. But as always, I hope you guys are enjoying the content because I'm loving creating it. I don't just say that, I actually love doing this. Although it's hotter than piss outside right now, I do love it. So thanks to everyone for watching my videos, joining my page, subscribing, giving the videos thumbs up. Yeah, other than that, I will see you guys on the next one.
I don't know what it is, but there's
Yeah,
something
see you
about
later.
it a lot.